Good news for Las Vegas buyers. Inventory is way up, but for how long? Yeah, I said it. Inventory is up. Even though I'm going to give you the market update from February that might say something different, I'm looking at the numbers from March. We got the numbers from Las Vegas Realtors about what happened in February, and I'm going to go over those numbers with you. But what I'm seeing, if it continues, will be really great for buyers ahead. So let's get into it, folks. 2025 has been an interesting year so far because we had quite a bit of activity that was creating a higher median price. We hit a high for the median price at $485,000. And now what we're starting to see is that in February, we actually stayed flat. February's number was 485,000. So it stayed flat. It's not going up. Maybe you would say, well, this is seasonal, but we've had a pretty strong January into February. And by the inventory I'm going to show you in February, you would think that we would see even higher numbers, but we stayed flat. But what's really exciting is what may be coming as far as spring inventory. If there aren't enough of you buyers out there to pick up the inventory that's coming on, that may mean that we are actually rising in inventory. That's what I'm seeing currently. And when I talk about inventory, I'm going to give you some slides here of what I've been keeping track of. And I just take screenshots throughout the week. It's the 7-day average of what's going on. In my previous videos, I talked about this, that the inventory would go over 8,000 and then come back down. That's exactly what happened, but then it went back up. And these slides show you exactly what's happened. It went ticking up and it went over 8,000 and then immediately came back down under 8,000 in the 7,900 territory. And now folks, check this out. When I took my screenshot for today, we are at 8,220. Okay, 8,220, that's total properties on the market. That's what I'm looking at overall. This is a surging number. It keeps going up. Every week I've been keeping track of it, and I have been seeing this number go up. For buyers, that's a good sign. More inventory means the sellers might have a little bit of harder time selling at the price they want right now, even in a springtime market. Okay, so I'm going to keep tight track of this number as it goes forward. As the Las Vegas Realtors report shows, February's numbers were still falling for inventory, but March is starting to show a different story. Homes are hitting the market, which means more options for buyers. And this is probably a very welcome change for those buyers out there that have been looking for months and months and having a hard time trying to find a property because, it's tight out there. The properties aren't cheap and you're trying to find something that works for you and your budget. Well, I see some breathing room, at least in this moment right now, as we are in March right now. I will also say there are some builders that are offering more incentives than I've seen typically going into a spring market. Not like crazy yet, but if you start to see those going on, I think that indicates that the builders, they have some inventory that they are having to hold on to. They're building and they're not selling them as quickly as they would like. So now they'll start offering more incentives. The inventory increase is definitely a positive sign, but the underlying demand, if prices were better, if interest rates were better, is really strong still. I know a lot of people are trying to get into this market. The big question is, are there enough buyers to soak up the incoming spring inventory? Because that's what I'm seeing right now. We're getting that spring inventory coming on and it is rising, that inventory. Good for you buyers at the moment. Let's keep an eye on that. I do think those California buyers are continuing to come and they do find this market appealing for them. They can afford what we have to offer. That is your competition still, folks. But again, if they're finding what they want, if there's more inventory, that would mean there's enough for those that might be looking for a property that needs to fit into their box out there. Now, some experts out there, when they take a look at this, are going to say this is a window of opportunity and it is going to close for you buyers. That's why you need to stick with me every month, because I'm going to keep an eye on this. It could be that halfway through this month or towards the end of March, I start to see that this trend changes and we go back to a springtime inventory decline, where we're actually seeing less inventory out there. So keep with me, folks. I'm Rob Hau. You know how when it comes to buying or selling a home in Las Vegas, so make sure you stick with me. Please subscribe to my channel. I hope you like what I'm giving you today, and I got more where that comes from. Let's get into that. So again, just to wrap it up a little bit, I know I've kind of repeated myself about this inventory, but that is the big story always. The median home price remained at $485,000 from the prior month, so it stayed the same for 2 months in a row after a historic hit. Now, will that median price, go up? Well, with this inventory coming on, I don't think so. I'm going to predict that it will not go up. Right now, February had 2.9 months of inventory. Right now, time on market, that means 30 days or less. These properties are closing 53.2% of the time. Okay, it was 47% the prior month. So we do see that there was an increase in number of closings within 30 days. Okay, so some of these, it has been that these buyers at the beginning of the year were ready to roll. All right, there was a lot of buyers waiting on, certain events to happen in the world, the election and things like that, and the holidays to end, and then have that new year hit, and they were ready to jam. So that's what I think you're seeing there. That trend has been definitely established. Now, condos and townhomes did go up. They went up to 303,000. That's a 3.4% increase from the month prior. Not a big surprise to me there that we would have an increase. A lot of people are trying to find more affordable properties, and they're going to look to condo and townhomes. Been a trend for quite a while, and we did see, this isn't the high for condos. The high was 315,000, which is pretty wild to think about, because we're still pretty well off of that, even though we're at the high for single-family residents. And there is more inventory when it comes to condo townhomes. 3.9 months of inventory is out there. I'm going to venture to say that's a little higher right now. We may have hit 4 or 4 plus right now. So if you want more information, you can always contact me. I'm happy to help you. If you're coming to Las Vegas, you know how. You know Rob Hau, that's me. And I'm always here for you. If you're looking for someone with integrity and understanding of what's happening in the market and is going to work their tail off until you find what you're looking for, well, I'm right here for you. If you need a lender, I have referrals for you. Whatever you need, I'm here for you every single day of the week. Contact me anytime. Check me out on my website, and certainly subscribe to my channel. Do you have any comments about what I'm saying? Are you surprised to see that the inventory is going up at this time, or are you thinking that's just a regular trend that might happen during the springtime? We'll see. Let's talk about it, and let's talk about it on my next video. So keep on the channel, and I will see you on the next one. Last thing I need you to do is have a great week, everybody.